Yo guys, welcome back here to a brand new video of Tuning Dutchy. Now make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you like the video if you didn't have it already. Now, since the last drive POV that I have posted here on YouTube, we have gained already some subscribers, and if you are one of them, I would already say to you, thank you very much. I appreciate it highly, and trust me, it's gonna be worth your time, because in the future, in the near future, it's gonna be very nice, because I have some stuff coming your way, guys. Now, since the drive POV, which I have posted, there are some things changed in a positive way. Now, the only negative thing what I want to tell you guys, I mean, spoken about the accident, it wasn't an accident actually. Yes, I hit another car with just 3 kilometers an hour. What is that? 1 mile an hour? So that's actually nothing. That woman didn't have a scratch on the bumper or something like that, but still you're going to be shocked and all that. The only negative thing that's actually going on with my car has to do with tuning and all that, so that's something I'm gonna speak about later on in the video, because it's a bit more complicated than normally. Yes, more is possible than the Chevrolet Matisse, but still not as I wanted to. But don't worry, we have a V8 6 liters, which is nice enough. Now, one big thing that has been changed on the car since the video, you guys have heard already that every rotation or as soon as I was driving, you guys heard click, 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 click. You guys heard that clicking sound all the time long. Now, to tell you guys what it was the brake pads actually that was click, 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 slamming against the brake calipers. So what I've done here, I was going out in the night and spending one and a half hour on the brake caliper and on the brake pad. Now what I've done, the brake pads have actually shims to stay in place. I don't know if it's still there. I don't know. However, they are together with a piece of steel. So what I've done, however, normally you cannot bend steel. Now I have done it somehow. I don't know how I'd have done that exactly. But I have bent that steel, and now that sound is gone, which is very nice. Another thing what was going on is, in the video, I had attached the parking brake cable, and right now it's detached again. Now, of course, I'm not going to detach a parking brake cable, but it has been already done mechanically. So I have to attach it again. I know it's not broken, don't worry about that. And if so, then we just are going to replace it. Now, if you are one of those subscribers, guys, from the 436, if I remember, or 437, if you are one of them, and you want to, if you are asking what can we expect in the future, let's talk about that. Definitely, we have a Cadillac V8, of course, 6 liters, from the 1980. Cadillac Seville Elegante, to be precisely. And one thing I'm definitely have planned is a brand new carburetor. Yes, what I have on there is a throttle body, and I have injectors hanging above the throttle body. But problem is, I have a main computer, an ECU, or better said, ECM. Those cars with the 368 block and from the 1980, included with the 864 engine, are known to have some main ECM or ECU issues. Not that that's the reason for me to change out to a carburetor. No, it's just to make more power. I'm a guy of power, accelerations, and top speed. That's what I like. I mean, a lot of guys from you already should know that, but not only that, sound is almost important as top speed and accelerations. So there are several things planned. Now, what I'm gonna do here is definitely gonna take I'm gonna buy in the near future a carb adapter, maybe even aluminum intake manifold with a 4-barrel carburetor fitment on it, so I can actually take a quadrajet and smash that one on, so I can get a little bit more horsepower out of it, probably 20-30 horsepower, I don't know, maybe even a bit more, I guess a bit more, because if I know myself, I'm trying to reach 950 CFM air, so carburetor. But we have to see that in the future. Anyways, so I definitely want to go to a carburetor, which means I have to make sure, and that's where my struggle point comes, I have to make sure that my transmission doesn't have electronical cables. Now, problem is though, I think it has. Nonetheless, I still gonna carburate it. Doesn't mean that I will probably lose my kickdown. Now, that means in the low gear, the transmission won't shift 2 times back. So if you are in third gear, it's not gonna go back from third to second and second to first immediately. You will probably only go back to second, and that's it. Or if you step on it again, then maybe it's gonna turn back to first. I don't know. But we have to gain more horsepower. I mean, the car has only 150 horsepower, which is for me not enough. Definitely not. At least, and that's really at least, I want to achieve 2 up to 300. And that's what I'm going to achieve with all the mufflers gone and resonators, getting a carburetor on, and maybe even tweak it. Now that's, I think, a way to achieve it. Maybe some headers. I'm gonna let it create by a company. Because they are not for sale anywhere on the market, at least not long tube headers, which would be nice. That's a way actually to achieve it. Now, 200 horsepower is not difficult to achieve, especially if you have such low, well, 150 horsepower, that are only 50 horsepower to go. With a carburetor on it and an aluminum quadrajet intake manifold, you already can gain to 20, 30, maybe 40 horsepower if you're lucky, and if everything is going perfect. So then there's only headers and muffler gone, which will probably take me again up to 20, 30 horsepower, and then we have already above those 200. So it's not going to be a big job. But where my struggle point is, and where I'm a little bit more worrying, is the point that tuning possibilities on a car, at least on a 368 block, is a little bit limited. If we speak about camshafts, crankshafts, headers, forged pistons, forged crankshaft, all of these kind of things, that's a bit more complicated. So I have really to find my way into other cars like Oldsmobiles, Mopars, Chevys, GMCs, all cars that share the same headers, share the same manifolds, all this kind of things. I mean, yes, I could go with the Cadillac 500 cubic inch block, I do know that, and I achieve a 500 and plus horsepower, but that's not what I am going to try. I'm going to try with the block that I have now to achieve much more horsepower. Now, I have seen that some guys have achieved 598 horsepower as maximum. Now, please tell me, if you have a 500 cubic inch block, and you increase the compression ratio to 10:1, then how the hell you cannot get more than 598 out of it? I mean, 500 cubic inch block only makes 500 horsepower? Is that what you're going to tell me? Come on, man. It doesn't matter where the bore stroke is going to be. You're definitely going to achieve more than that, because the piston's going to take a bit more than a 200 cubic inch or something like that. I mean, don't let me laugh. It's not to crank someone, you know? It's not to go negative or something, but by 500 cubic inch, you're definitely gonna be easy to take 700-800 horsepower. That's not a big deal. Yes, the bore and stroke is a lot, which makes the RPMs go a bit lower than normal engines. I mean, with the Cadillac, if you reach 5,000 RPMs with a stock camshaft, which I almost did, that's already a huge deal. I already achieved 4,700, and it's bone stock. But then again, change it. So, what I'm gonna do is definitely do a carburetor swap. I will definitely put a carburetor on it with possibly an aluminum intake manifold that's a little bit lower with a lower plenum. So I will increase some horsepower on the easy way. And with a 4-barrel, I also have the possibility to not only have a primary on the carburetor, but a secondary as well. With a supercharger, it's going to be even more nicer, because that makes the secondary to open up quicker, which leads to more horsepower, definitely. We start off with the Holly 500, carburetor probably, and if that's not going to be enough, we are immediately going to step up to a 750, and even if that's not going to achieve the 400 horsepower mark, then we are immediately jumping up the numbers to 950, which is actually already a racing carburetor. And with that, I definitely gonna expect that the car is running 400 or 500 horsepowers. It would be easy reachable, I guess, as long as things actually are gonna look good, as the numbers go. Besides that, guys, I mean, we have still to change the oil, because that's not done yet. We have still to change the oil filter. We have to change the valve cover gaskets, because those are a little bit leaking oil. We have to change those spark plugs out, spark plug cables. Yeah, that's actually very important to do. And once I have done that, I think already that I will regain a bit of my 150 horsepower, which I think I don't have at the moment, because the car has standed 3 or 4 years outside in the woods in Belgium. That's the reason why. What you guys can expect in the near future, and I really mean near future. You guys have probably already seen that completely on the end of the exhaust, I put it, instead of the resonator, I took the resonator out and put the normal pipe in there. The resonator had been placed where my rear muffler is. Now you guys can already tell me from, hey, Tuning Dutchy, didn't you say that you only had one muffler? Yes, I did. But I was looking a little bit more and better beneath the car, because I had the opportunity to use my dad's brother's garage again, which you guys are getting used to with the Chevrolet Métis. If you're not of one of them, then check out my channel. You guys will definitely see lots of videos where I did some work on the Chevrolet Métis in the garage for my dad's brother, which definitely gonna be more often in the future on the Cadillac as well. And that's why I have seen that I did not just have one muffler, I did have two. What this means, the only muffler that's left is the front, so the center muffler. That one is also rusted through. The other one was not. Doesn't mean that I took the good one out for just fun. I mean, definitely we want to hear a V8 sound. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But the center muffler that's right now there, it's all the way rusted through. It's not sealed correctly, and you will not be able to fix it. Even if you're trying to weld it, you can forget that. Now, I'm definitely not gonna buy another muffler. I'm gonna straight pipe it, of course. If you have a V8 engine, you definitely want to hear a V8 sound. That's what we're gonna do. So getting rid of that muffler is key. That's what's happening in the near future. Getting rid of the muffler, putting a piece of pipe in there, that's it. That's where the video is going about as well. I definitely hear the sound. The resonator is gonna be unchanged until a later moment, because that's not gonna make the biggest difference. It's only gonna make a minor difference. So that's for a later moment. I mean, okay, I only need two pieces of pipe with the same length, 65 millimeters outside and a half meter long, and that 2 times, which makes the resonator gone and the muffler gone and the complete exhaust system straight piped. We also have to get the Dodge Challenger exhaust tip on both sides, and I definitely gonna go side piped on this kind of car, but I have to see when. That's a thing that's unsure. I do know that I only need one 90-degree kind of pipe and only get the Dodge Challenger side exhaust tip. Would be nice though. Also looks much better because right now you can't see a exhaust if you're driving behind me, and that's a little bit strange if you're looking on the back side of the car. Besides that, as I already told you guys, we're definitely gonna go in the future. That's not as near as the exhaust is, but a little bit later in the future than the exhaust. We're definitely gonna go for the carburetor conversion. So from the TBI to TBI or EVI, I don't know. I have a throttle body with 2 injectors hanging above it. So I definitely want to get rid of that and put a carburetor on it. And yeah, I mean, see what kind of horsepower numbers we will get. But don't forget, guys, there's only some other things that I want to show you that we are definitely going to try out on the car, just for fun. Here you have the AMR 500 supercharger, the turbocharger which I have over here. Yeah, you guys didn't see that already. Maybe more information about that later on in the future. And where I am known for in Germany is the AMR 300 with an aluminium billet pulley coming straight from Joe Blow superchargers. Now this pulley over here, which I had in the very beginning of this little baby boy, now bigger boy than that one. Now the V-bell pulley was a long time searching, but it's already on there and it's ready actually to go on the Cadillac and see if it does something. Now if it does something, I don't know. We have to find out, but that's not the only thing that's going on it. I mean, the AMR 300 is going together with the AMR 500 in later on the future. The AMR 500 will deliver from 1 liter engine to 2.2 liter engines. It will deliver 500 cc's of air displacement. The AMR 300 will deliver a half liter up to 0.8. If you put those together, it will come to a nice 3 liter engine. That's actually that. Now, I mean, that's actually the information that I got for you guys. I mean, the biggest difference that we actually have made is everything is clean. The brakes are spontaneously working again, which is really important if we are gonna drive down the road. And yeah, I mean, that's actually that. Anyways, guys, so, I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to make another drive POV because, as said, I already changed out the rear end muffler with the resonator. So the exhaust sound already has changed, which you guys didn't have heard already, which I will make a drive POV later on. When exactly is not sure, but I will definitely make that, so you guys can enjoy the V8 sound. Now it's not gonna be as loud as no mufflers, but I of course will turn down the windows as best as I can. Anyways, guys, this was Tuning Dutchy. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That will definitely motivate me to do more nice stuff for you guys. If you want to motivate me even more, then donate to the channel. That will be very nice. You can actually spend $1 up to as much as you want. And yes, guys, I hope you guys are doing fine. And don't forget to like the video, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, donate if you want to. And then I catch up with you guys the next time. And that will be a drive POV probably. Anyways, guys, this was Tuning Dutchy, and I would say I see you guys the next time. Drive hard, tune safe. And until then.